Good morning from sunny Victoria. Today is Wednesday, and that's the cherry tree I was talking about in the last video. I know I didn't get a very good shot of this, so I thought I'd come over here first. Here's our cherry tree. It's already blossomed. You know, we've never been able to get anything off of this thing, so we don't know if it's an ornamental or whatever. But we are watering it a lot more regularly this year, so hopefully that helps. Down here in this little fenced-in area is all the daisies that the wife has let propagate for, well, good on 15 years they've been in here. So, you know, this is like a partly shaded place. It gets good afternoon sun, and yeah, I'm thinking that's going to be a wicking bed. Because, hey, the soil here really is crap. As you can tell, we're right on the riverbank. It's, you know, it's all stone and clay. And a couple of years ago, they redid the outside of this building. And this all used to be stucco. And when they tore it all off, it basically ruined all of the soil around here. You know, this area here where we have our garden strawberries, it's the only reason it's growing is because we've put like 4 bags of soil in here just in this little area over the last 5 years. We got my peas coming up along here. There's also some beans down in there in the corner. They're just starting. Let's see if we can get a little bit of it. Yep, there we go. There's the beans. So the wife really wanted her daisies anyways, so she's transplanted a bunch over here. And I'm happy with that, because I really don't have any plans for this area, because she's also got her rose bush in here, so, and her irises and everything else. I was really hoping, I got all my wood by the way, I was really hoping to be able to start on the deep water culture bed today. But unfortunately, when I came out here and had all my tools out and everything and ready to go, and I pounded the bottom board into place so that it's pressure fit in there, and it's about to screw it in, and my drill is stripped. It happened the other day, I guess, when I was tightening up a curtain rod. You know, it's fairly old. I've had it about 12 years. I bought it secondhand for 40 bucks, so you know, it's time to replace it, and I really need an impact driver too. So even though I really don't have the 120 bucks right now, yeah. Luckily, the tax return is in, so you know, I can bite the bullet and do that. So that bottom board there, that's where the framing is going to be for the bottom of the tank. And the top board there is going to be the support for the outside of the tank, and I'm going to frame that in all the way around this unit here. So I'm going to have probably four supports underneath going lengthwise, and then I'll build some cribbing back and forth between them, and it'll come just below that pipe, as you can see where the tank level is basically. So it'll come just below that pipe, and so that'll give me 18 inches of water in there when all said and done. Just under 18. It might be 17, but you know, a good solid mass of water that will be completely insulated. Before I put the bottom of the tank on, I'm going to insert styrofoam insulation into the bottom cribbing, so that'll keep the critters from coming up, hopefully, and also help to insulate the bottom of the tank so I'm not losing heat in the winter time. But let's look at the plants. Basil's starting to darken up. It was suffering from some iron deficiency when I put it in there, so it's looking better. It's looking better. This little guy I forgot to mention, he's been in here a week and a half. That little blueberry there. See, what happened is the wife's got a big potted blueberry, and I was moving it because it was like right here, and it needed to go when I was constructing this. So I moved it and I put it over there, kind of, you can't see it, but that's where it is. But this little guy broke off. Well, I thought, she wants another blueberry bush, and it had a bunch of flowers going on it. I took most of them off. I left some just so it didn't go into shock. And, it struggled for the first little while, but like I said, it's been in there a week and a half, and I'm not seeing any signs of death. That little tiny flower on the bottom, or leaf on the bottom here, it's actually growing a bit, so that's good news. Remember the runner I was talking about? Yeah, he's popped right up. He was right down on that gravel when I put him in there. So hopefully he's going down as well. I don't want to disturb him in case I break off any delicate roots. There's the other strawberry that came out of the garden. As you can see, he's blooming along nicely. Our cilantro is starting to perk up. It's been in there 3 days now. So it's doing better. There appears to be some new growth in there. The catnip's fine. I rescued another strawberry. It was in the lawn, so it had to come out. I didn't want to ruin it. I also suckered one of my tomato plants. So I put him in there. He's sitting in a Rockwell cube. He's been in there about 4 days now and doesn't show any real signs of hurt or harm, so I imagine he's going to survive. The spinach is really starting to come up now. You can definitely see the second leaves in all of them. I'll let that adjust. So that's coming along nicely. There's another one down there. And this guy was just a cilantro that was kind of falling over, and there's a leftover, so I just stuck them in there. Other than that, I had another surprise come yesterday when the wood came. Just as we were packing it down here from the truck, the postman showed up. And I forgot that about 2 months ago, I ordered some K1 media. The biomedia that is the approved method for a moving biomed. So, what I'm going to do is take all those scrunchies, or most of them out. I'm going to leave a bottom layer, I think, of about that many, right, as a fine mesh solids removal, I think. And then I'm going to get a 5-gallon paint strainer screen, and those are screens that are just meant to fit over the top and right into it, right into the bottom of the pail, so you can strain paint and get any lumps out. It's a professional trick, but they're dirt cheap. So what I'm planning is I'm going to put the scrunchies at the bottom, and then I'm going to put just like a few rocks in there just to keep it weighted down, and then I'm going to put my media in the floating media in the top with the air stone, and that will in turn get that bubbling effect that I'm looking for and help the nitrification cycle get kick-started, as well as remove some solids as well. And by putting it in a net bag, I will be able to pull that K1 media out in a bag as one unit and get the scrunchies in the bottom to clean them out periodically, because that's going to be an issue. I know that. So instead of having a second filter, I'm going to try and combine them together, because if I add a second filter, that means building this all out as I just don't want to do it right now. I might need to in the end, but I'm going to try this first. Let me know what you think about that, by the way, or anything else. I'm sure that there's some other aquaponists out there that have experienced what I'm trying to do, perhaps, or maybe have built one of these combination filters before. But hey, that's one of the great things about aquaponics is experimenting. So, that's what I'm going to do. The plywood there, that's to build the tank. I've got 2 sheets there. I'll have some left over, hopefully enough to do the bottom of the wicking bed over there. As I said, I've already got my 6 mil liner. So, yeah, that's the plan. I'm really pissed about the damn drill though. Oh well, you know, it served its purpose. Everything dies in the end, so it's time to move on and buy a new one. Anyway, you all have a nice day. I'm out of here.